A Blount County neighborhood is littered with limbs and branches, and neighbors there are upset. Alcoa Electric Department contracted out the use of a helicopter to clear trees near power lines. And 10 News reporter Grant Robinson explains the blowback now to that clearing effort.
It's almost like a horror movie.
At the foothills of Chohowie Mountain, Eljoy Crossing is home to about a dozen families. Rhea Morgan moved here about 16 years ago, largely because it was a beautiful neighborhood. But right now, she says that's not the case.
This big giant chopper, with these 10 saw blades appeared out of the sky and proceeded to decimate, a mile and a half of roadsides with branches going everywhere and trees.
Last month, a tree trimming helicopter cleared trees along power lines. Morgan says that created a mess of debris and damaged hundreds of trees. Weeks later, no one has cleaned it up.
This is essentially our yards, and we just never, ever expected to see something like this happen here.
Alcoa city leaders say they do plan to clean up the area, but they don't have a cost or timetable yet. The city says using the helicopter is a cheaper, faster, and safer method.
It's a considerable savings of time, considerable cost savings.
On top of the mess, Morgan says residents weren't notified the helicopter would be in the area. Alcoa says a glitch in the reverse 911 system kept notice calls from going through.
We apologize for the lack of communication, and our staff is internally looking at what went wrong, how we can improve it, so it's not anything that we've just brushed under the rug.
In Blount County, Grant Robinson, 10 News.
Alcoa does tell 10 News it plans to use the helicopter tree trimmer again, perhaps a bit later this winter or early next year.